Community Beacon, Fridays at 6:30 EST, with your hosts Michael Seville and Joel Simmons. A channel whose focus is liberty. A place where the lessons discussed and taught will create openings to a more open and freer mindset. A mindset where you may reach the height of your potential and excel. Here are your hosts, Mike and Joel.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, brother. How you doing?
Happy New Year, brother. Doing well. Guys, Community Beacon, welcome 2023. Appreciate you being in the building. Appreciate you. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you decided to be here with us. I'm your co-host, one of your co-hosts, Michael Seville, your real estate guy here in South Florida, Palm Beach County to be exact. And of course, on the other side of the screen, we have the co-host with the most, my brother from another mother, Mr. Joel Simmons. What is that? The fireworks? Joel Simmons with the Tenacity Foundation. We new year, new background, new location. What's going on, brother? How are we doing?
All is well, man. All is well. I'm loving this. This is becoming a new habit. You know, the first month of the year, I'm gone somewhere. I like the way it's, because remember last year, I was in Los Angeles. Los Angeles. I was in California, LA for a big event. And this time I'm in Dallas, Texas for a big event. And man, we just doing it, Mike. We doing it. So happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope that you all are already thriving inside of whatever it is that you got goals for in this new year. I'm ready to get it, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. If you all remember, we started last year. We started October. So when you started in October, you started to get the ball rolling. You got the momentum going. You started to figure out a couple of kinks, and here we are. Guys, let me get some housekeeping in order. I'm running two ships here, so give me a second. You guys remember to subscribe, hit the like button, share button, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you're on YouTube. You know what I mean? Please keep checking us out there and following us. Of course, on Monday nights, What It Takes. Nothing stops. Nothing stops. We're still rolling on What It Takes. Come check me out every Monday around 9 o'clock. And of course, at 12:30, it starts with who?
It starts with me.
Absolutely. Joe with the Tenacity Foundation, always interviewing all different kinds of people. So I need you all to check out It Starts With Me. 12:30 is when the episodes drop on Wednesdays. And this is just YouTube, brother, or are you on I think it's a podcast, so it's also, they can catch you on the podcast as well, right?
That's right. It's on the podcast. It's on the YouTube. So, it's on whatever that, Spotify and Apple and, a few other ones, Anchor and some other stuff. We really need to put it on all of them because that stuff is like, it doesn't even cost anything.
Yeah, I think it gets syndicated. Yeah, I guess you got to find a platform that syndicates it, but so awesome. Check out the brother with It Starts With Me. Then of course on Friday we normally culminate our weeks, God willing, Friday at 6:30, and he's willed it thus far for almost a year and a half now, a little bit over, I don't know, it's been some time that we've been bringing you this Community Beacon, and we just been enjoying ourselves. We appreciate you all for supporting us all this time, all of 2022. We really do appreciate and thank you. And of course, thank you for rocking with us as we continue to move on into this new year. 2023 is here. Have no fear. And as you guys can see, the title of the show is Motivated and Fired Up. Motivated and fired up. And I wanted to get this show started because the brother had plenty of fire in him prior to starting the show. So, brother, where you want to start from, man? It's a brand new year, brand new place to be. We're blessed. Well, how we get motivated and fired up this year?
Listen, so I hope everyone check check me out on YouTube and check out the shorts. We've been posting a lot of shorts, and like one of the latest ones is about motivation. And the last few words of that thing is New Year, no fear. And so that's like the message that I want us to start with. I'm hoping that anyone that is watching this, it's like coming into this new year with absolutely no fear. What does that mean to have no fear? It means that you have to actually take whatever it is that is blocking you. What is it? What is blocking you? Limited beliefs. That's blocking you. Stop fearing limited beliefs. How do I stop limited beliefs? Set a schedule. Sometimes our limiting beliefs are because we're unable to achieve things because we feel like we don't have enough time. Everybody gets the exact same amount of time in a day. That's just the way it is. We all get the 24 hours. Oh, I don't have enough time. You have time for what you make time for. So set a schedule, book it up, kill that limited belief right there. Well, I'm afraid that, I won't be successful. Kill that belief right now. New year, no fear. Kill that belief. Kill it. Destroy it. What does that mean? Well, if you don't do anything, you have absolutely failed. And whatever you were dreaming about, you'll never reach it because you never did anything. You didn't do anything. Because you didn't do anything, you won't get anything. One thing is guaranteed, two things. One thing for sure, two things guaranteed. This is it. Listen, if you do something, you may or may not be successful with it. You got a 50-50 shot if you do something. If you don't do nothing, you got 100% guarantee. And some people have been taking that 100% guarantee for a long time. You got a guarantee ain't nothing going to happen. Nothing's going to change. Look back over 2022. Did you do anything in 2022? Did you move mountains? Did you move a molehill? Did you move your own body? Think about that. What about 2021? What about 2020? How many years are you going to allow for yourself to not reach the goals and the potential that you have? This year, New Year, no fear. There's so many more that I want to just count them off my fingers. But I want to hear what the brothers got to say about the New Year with no fear.
Brother, rock out with it.
Fired up. I got a red shirt on, man. I'm just talking. Ow.
He's about to fire up out of that ceiling in a second. Too much heat going on over there in Texas, Tejas. Man, listen, I don't know how you follow that one. Let me add some, I guess just some things. I love that motivation and inspiration. Number one, motivation and inspiration, like taking a shower. Guys, you got to do it daily. And you got to follow people like Joe. You got to talk to them. You got to check out, like you said, check out the shorts, check out the videos, get your motivation daily. Put it on your schedule as he spoke about. Start to put on your schedule. You know what the schedule does for you is it helps you to gain clarity. One thing that I know, trust me, is that the human brain is one of the most complex things. We're hearing about this AI and what it can do and this, that. The human brain is just as complex, probably more complex than any of the AI that they can ever create. Studies have shown that we're only using like the average person only uses 2 to 5% of the brain. So what helps us to go through all of this? Because you got this processing system that has 75,000 thoughts in a day. 75,000 thoughts in a day, and they tend to be they're repeat. It's on repeat. It's on autopilot. So you need to connect with it. How do you do it? You get a schedule, like the brother said, you gain clarity. So when you write these things down, when you put it on paper, and I'm telling you, I always say this, and because it's the truth, I'm not the best with putting things on paper. I like to skip the written out part of the instructions. You give me some instructions like, Mike, you need to do this, write it down. I'm just like, man, I can just go to the next part. Let me just get to this part. Let me get to the results. Let me just go. I definitely think it's time for us to let go. get and let go on this sheet of paper, which is your schedule. It's not a schedule, it's not a priority unless it's written down, unless you put it into your schedule. They say it's not going to happen, or it doesn't happen unless you put it into the schedule. So guys, gain some clarity. And once again, stay motivated. No fear. Let's talk about the fear part of it that the brother brought up. I think the first part of the fear is to recognize. Once again, 75,000 thoughts. I would wager to say 80 to 90% of them is just autopilot. You take notice of that. If he's like the brother said, 2019, 2020, 2020, 21, even in one of the biggest, what is it? We had the pandemic, probably one of the biggest social shifting change in our lifetime that'll ever happen. The world shut down. Were you still on autopilot? Were you just going along with the crowd? Were you going along with the herd? It's one of the most tumultuous times, and you still found a way to find comfort when it was a perfect time to get out of your comfort. So were you doing that in 2018, 2019? Then we had the pandemic in 2020, 2021, 2022. We're coming out of it. 2023, you're probably not going to hear anything else about it, right? So it's like we need to get, so what exactly is going on? So recognize it. During these times, what were some of the things that were holding me back? Because one of the first ways to uncover this fear is to be aware of it. I think that's 90% of the battle. It's there. Okay, now what is it setting me in motion to do? Because the fear, the limited belief, the fear comes up. That's the thought. And that thought makes me go through this process that I've been going through. So now we need to shift the process. How do you shift the process? Go listen to the brother Shorts. Early in the morning, go get on, because he's going to fire you up. He's going to inspire you. That's that daily motivation, daily inspiration. He's going to fire you up. Go listen to the short. Boom. That just gets you out of that automatic pilot. What am I going to do next? Okay, I need to do something different. And you might, and maybe you do just that action for a week. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to tell you how long it's supposed to take. I think patience is one of the best virtues that a man could ever have. But maybe it takes you a week. Maybe it takes you a month. But in this different action that you take, then all of a sudden, other things start to change. You start to become aware of these different habits and these different patterns. That's all fear is. Fear sends this process to happen. You have to shift from that process. You need to recognize when you're facing something. Am I getting tired at this time? That's your body going in autopilot. Go do something. Go procrastinate. So the fear, the motivated and fired up, he just gave you the formula right there. Not only did he give you the formula, he gave you the actual steps to take. Go check out the YouTube short. That's it. If you don't do anything today, just go check out the YouTube short to go get fired up. I heard a little bit of it before we got on here. That if that don't get you fired up, then I don't know what to tell you. Right? Brother, what's going on?
I love it. I want to drop 4 things, and I know we've already talked about this before on this show, and then I'll step back. Maybe we can talk about it a little bit more on the next show. But 4 things I want to introduce. Someone asked me, what should a person do? They were like all messed up in their mind, they cannot change. They're reading all these books and stuff like that. I'm not going to mention the books they're reading, because some of these books were really good books, but the way that they presented the material was somewhat in a dark fashion, So sometimes you get really good material, but it's not in like this. It's not in like this illuminating type of form, So you can learn from it, but it doesn't take you to a higher level, and that's important, right? Time and place for everything. So let me give you 4 things. These 4 things is what I told this individual in this one-off coaching session that I had last week. Guys sitting in there, he said, well, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Because you're trying to get somewhere and you can't get there. And it's just like, no matter what you try to do, it's not working. I said 4 things. Number 1 is the people that you're around. So you need to switch to people that you're around. That's number 1. If you're around people that are always dragging you, pulling you, pushing you, speaking you down, you're around the wrong people. And by the way, speaking words. All right. So we're going to go into that. But number 1, people. If the people are wrong, get away from them. All right. So how do I know who I get away from? It's a scale. It's a 3-part scale, sliding scale. It's real simple. You may not like it, but I'm going to tell you it will work 100%. That's my guarantee. It's just like this: positive, neutral, negative. That's it. Nothing else. There's not 1 through 10. There's not 1 through 100. Positive, neutral, negative. That's it. Well, what are you talking about? If the people are negative, cut them off. If the people are neutral, cut them off. If the people are positive, bring them in closer. Oh, but what if it's I understand. Sometimes it's like your mom or it's a significant other, and you have to work through that. But you need to get around more people that are positive. The brother has said it, I don't know how many times last year, that you are a makeup of the 5 people that you hang around the most. So if one of them is your wife and she's negative, or one of them is your mom and she's negative, well, you need to get 4 other people that are super, super, super positive so that you can counterbalance that one individual as negative, and then you need to give them less time until you can get your positivity level up so high that when you walk into the environment of a negative individual, you supercharge that environment, and their negativity actually starts to tick upwards to positivity because you change the atmosphere. Second thing is words. Words matter. The brother even came, we had an entire episode just on words. Just on words. I'm not even going to say all the rest of them. I'm only going to give you 2. You have to tune into the next show for the last 2. This is the last one. And Mike, you can respond. But words. What are you listening to in the new year? New year, no fear. Well, that means I need to stop listening to music that is projecting negative imagery to my brain. If the music is projecting negative energy, take it off. Take it off. I don't want to hear about no drug dealer. I don't want to hear about no blues. I don't want to hear about no dog that fell off, or some lady that left me, or I don't want to hear nothing. If it ain't lifting my soul, lifting my spirit, I don't need it. Take that music off. Take the news off. Cut it off. Cut off the movies. Don't watch the horror movie. Don't watch the action-packed movie where someone's always got to get shot. Don't watch none of that. Cut off the TV. Only turn on YouTube and pick only things that are educational and positive education. Get me when I'm saying that. Don't get no just any type of education. It needs to be education that is positively feeding your mind. Because if it's not positively feeding your mind, you're going to get education, you're going to get hooked on it, and you're going to get depressed, because education can be depressing sometimes. Truth, sometimes it can be depressing. So if you want to get out of the rut, then you need to just impact your soul, impact your mind with words that will change you for better. And then once you have this strength about you, and strength, this mental toughness inside of you, when you're reading the mental tough books, when you're listening to the mental tough type of words, when you're visualizing mentally tough types of scenarios, when you're surrounded by mentally tough type of people, you can break through anything you're going through. And I'm only giving you 2. You have to tune in next week for the other 2. What you got to say, bro?
Absolutely, brother. I totally agree. Like the brother said, tune in for next week. Fired up and motivated for the next year. We appreciate you guys for checking in. We're Community Beacon, guys. This is what you get. Did you hear that? It's a mic dropper. That's why I'm ending this show. Other than that, guys, we appreciate you all. Remember to like, subscribe, share, hit the subscribe button. We're fired up for all 2023. We appreciate you all checking in. Till next time. Peace.
Awaken, Fridays at 6:30 EST, with your hosts Michael Seville and Joel Simmons. A channel whose focus is liberty. A place where the lessons discussed and taught will create